Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Terumot Perek Mishna Zayin. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss Teruma that keeps falling into Hulin. Right? So if you have a Se'at Teruma, Shnafla de Me'ah, you have one Se'at Teruma that fell into 100, right? At least 100. He can be Ha, then Nafla Hayret, you pick it up, right? Take one out, and another one falls in. He can be Ha, then Nafla Hayret, you take it out, another one falls in, right? So you have it keeps on falling into 100. Now, it keeps on refalling into 100, but again, we keep on having, a new piece of actual teruma falling in. So how do we treat this? This is mutar until we have more teruma than hulin, which means what? Right? Which means that you have how many pieces need to fall in? How many times does this teruma need to fall in that you'll have more teruma than hulin? Right? So, but Teruma explains that you need to have at least 51 times, right? One, pick it out, another one, pick it out, and then once you have 51 times, you'll have more Teruma than Hulin. Harambam doesn't do that. And I think Harambam is probably more correct over here. Harambam says it needs to fall in until it falls into the Me'asein shel Hulin, Me'asein. You need to have 100 times it falling in, because every time it falls in, you're either taking out, the teruma or the hulin. It's based on the ratio. So once you have it falling 100 times, so you have 100 times this happened, that 100 pieces of teruma, one after the other, right? Fell in, you pulled out, fell in, pulled out. 100 times fell into the hulin. At that point, you'll have, proportionally, by the end that after you kept on pulling out, you'll have 50-50, right? And that's what Harambam means over here, where he says, until you have more teruma than hulin, and he points out, right? So he says, when 100 plus a little more, right? Because it can't just be 50-50, it needs to be a little bit more, and that's when it will be asur, but until then, it is mutar.